Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Captain Class MTG. We're back to Magic today because we got Dominaria United spoilers and some of the stories already been leaked on Amazon because why not sell stuff early and show pictures of what it is so everybody can zoom in on it and read it and give away everything. So, before we get started, remember there are spoilers for Dominaria United. So, if you don't want to know what the story is, once I get past this first spoiler card, turn the video off. But if you want to know what's going on in Dominaria and where you can get a first look at it before anything comes out, stay tuned because I'm about to spoiler everything because I got good English and stuff. So, here we go, guys. Let's take a look at it. I think it's going to be pretty cool. So here's our spoiled card. That's right. It's Shrubdread, I think, the Insidious Conqueror. So this is the Black Praetor from Forexia. So I know it's really hard to see in this picture, but what I want you guys to know is we've cleaned this picture up, at least somebody has. And it looks a little something like this, and I'm pretty sure these are close to the words. So, I'm probably Shlorad. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. The Insidious Conqueror. 2 black and 3 for a 4/5 creature that's legendary. It has Ward, discard 2 cards. Good lord. That's already insane. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, draw a card. Only triggers once each turn because, oh, don't get that out of control. And whenever a non-token creature an opponent controls dies or an opponent discards a creature card, put that card from the graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Use this ability. This ability only triggers once each turn. This is kind of like a better black card. It was the 5 mana one from Kaldheim. It's a legend. I forgot what it was, but if they discard a card or sacrifice a card, you get to put it into play on your field. This is like a better version of that. It's got the same stats, same casting cost, but it has Ward Discard 2, which makes it so much more playable. This thing is busted, busted, and more busted. So, yeah, this thing is disgusting, and I hate to think of what standard's gonna be like when this thing gets printed. At this point, I just gotta laugh because, yeah, magic, giggity. So, with all that said, now let's take a look at where to find all the information that was leaked about the storyline for Dominaria United. So, before we move on, don't forget leak content's coming up. So, if you don't want to hear it, turn the channel off in 1 minute. Because first, I want to tell you, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. The comments down below for the YouTube algorithm. Try and get to 1,000 subscribers, guys. Come on, hook a brother up. One click for you means a lot to me, means nothing to you. Also, if you want to support the channel and you've already done everything you can by subscribing, links in the description to Patreon for monthly subscription for cool swag and deals. eBay stores listed in there. My email's in there. Reach out and say hi. I'd love talking to you guys. So, without further ado, we've done the shilling. We've done the card leaking. If you don't want to see the story from Dominaria United, you might as well turn the video off now and stay off the internet because everybody's going to be talking about this. So, here we go. First thing we have is here on Amazon, Magic the Gathering Visual Guide. It's a hardcover. Shows you here everywhere it's visible and what have you. Kindle $12.99, hardcover's $30. Um, I don't exactly know what this is for, but it says here, it talks about Fabled Realm, Mystic Creatures, dominating all the mighty sorcerers, known planeswalkers, yada, 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 yada. But anyway, if you go into these 13 images have information about Dominaria in it, which is the dumbest thing they could have done before they done any kind of plot reveal. So, again, last warning, we're going to start looking at some pages and talk about some of the stuff that's leaked that revolves around Dominaria, let alone the other stuff that we may already commonly know. So, here we go, guys. So, first off, we have Jace Berlin. So, down here, it tells you here that the spoiler pages are pretty large, can be difficult to read, but if you want to look over the text in more detail, magnifying, yada, 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 more information, not revealed, 100% accurate. But as mentioned before, the events spoiled above are far too severe for them to be mistaken. If they are, the author may need to have a word with Wizards of the Coast. So, this is going to talk about Jace. They don't mention anything too great or spoiling anything on this particular page, but some of the things they do call our attention to are on some of the later pages. Um, like this one here, small details on the Andrazi side. It says here that things were revealed. Uh, you wonder why it's outlined. The Realm Breaker from the invasion tree on Keldheim has been mentioned, so there's that. This is only a minor detail, but they talks about that this might be what Vorinclex was doing on Keldheim, looking for the Realm Breaker, because otherwise the Eldrazi page heavily outlines Emrakul sealing herself in the moon. This is incredibly obvious, as some of you heard the future problems. It says here, the quote at the bottom is, "This is all wrong. I am incomplete, unfulfilled." Uh, Whatever that word means. There should be blossoms, not barren resentment. The soil was not receptive. It is not my time. Not yet. We have no idea what this means, but obviously terrifying quote to outline. So you can see that quote is right here from Emrakul, as I guess she seals herself in the moon of Innistrad, which means we'll be going back to Innistrad. There'll be more Eldrazi, and it's going to be Emrakul all over again. Unfortunately. But it's very interesting. I think that's the only thing on this page that really references anything per se. As we continue to move forward, we get Liliana's page. Something cool about this one I thought was nice is this page talks about some massive spoilers. So first of all, we now know that the Phyrexian invasion of Dominaria is happening again, and we already got hints at the Phyrexian sleeper agent because that was spoiled. It also confirms a full-scale invasion because sleeper agent. Believe it or not, this isn't the most prominent spoiler on this page in particular, though. It talks about the Raven Man is a significant player in Liliana's backstory. This here is the Raven Man. Having been manipulated by this man repeatedly in the background, as had an essential role in turning Liliana into who she is today, it's identified that the Raven Man has been revealed to be Limdul the Necromancer from Ice Age. Remember those times? So that's a big reveal. Really sweet. It talks about Liliana, my girl here, with the chain veil, and so forth and so on. So big reveals here about the story and what could be happening on Dominaria. So, yeah, maybe we'll get a Limdul Planeswalker. So then here we have Chandra's page. So, this is, they call this one here perhaps the most considerable spoiler of Dominaria United can be found on Chandra and Lars page. That's where it says a completed Ajani. So just like um, Tamio, who was completed in Neon Dynasty, Ajani gets completed and kills Jaya. You can see the information at the end of the Torch of Defiance section. Otherwise, these visual spoilers do a good detail summarizing Chandra's backstory, also giving an introduction to her personality, driving events, planeswalker powers. But yeah, so apparently Ajani's going to go bad, and he's going to kill Jaya. Crazy. So with Ajani going bad, could this be the moment when Gideon comes back to be the white planeswalker, or are they gonna bring in a whole new planeswalker, like maybe the Wandering Emperor, or something like that to really fill that white planeswalker space? So cool things there, cool thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you think. It's kind of neat, not gonna lie. Then here we have a complete page on new Forexia. It talks about a lot of things here, Elish Norn, key data, mechanics, the mitochondrion, Mirrodin, new Phyrexia, the layers of new Phyrexia. It talks here about what these layers are. If you want to get a little closer look here, we'll zoom in for you. So here you can see the seed core. It's an incubation chamber for new Phyrexian's invasion tree, Realm Breaker. So they found Realm Breaker, and it's their new tree, and it's right here. So the Mitocontian's Gardens is a slice of the former core of Mirrodin, where the Mitocontius grows unchecked, whatever the hell that means. Sorry, words and stuff. It's not English. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. The Fair Basilic, a sphere molded after Elish Norn herself, where the horrific beauty of every cathedral and statue testifies to her greatness. So that's an interesting layer. The Dross Pits, a fetid sphere of acidic pools and toxic vents spewing necrotic gases. So these are very interesting. Probably the most interesting being the Seed Core and the Gardens in reference to Mirrodin and Realmbreaker from the tree from Keldheim. So we're already apparently running through another big plot twist and good storyline. So let's hope they don't jack it up too much. As much as a Johnny going bad and killing Jaya kind of makes my heart sad. Jaya is kind of a new planeswalker. I'm not really attached to her. Johnny's okay. Um, but honestly, if sacrificing a Johnny means we get Gideon back, I gotta say I got a little fondness for Gideon. I don't even know why, but I do. Sue me. Anyway, so with that, that is the leaks to the Dominaria United storyline and the spoiler card and the look into new Phyrexia actually, and the new imminent invasion on Dominaria, which means there's going to be a Karn, there's going to be Big T, Teferi, all the Planeswalkers. This may be close to another War of the Spark style set, or may lead up to one as they try to fend off new Phyrexia. And who knows, after this we go to the Brothers War, which is kind of maybe a back in time thing, or who knows, maybe they'll be uh, the the brothers will be reinvented by Phyrexia and hate each other still and want to go to fight, or maybe we go back in time. It's hard telling, right? It's getting really cool to go back to these older sets that we grew up with and go through the story, see more story develop, and kind of get that taste of nostalgia. So I'm really excited about these sets. So with that said, guys, I hope you liked the video, and I appreciate everything you guys do and helping me helping me, letting me entertain you. I mean, you kind of help me entertain you too because you actually turn the video on, and most of you leave it on for the whole time. Most of you. But anyway, until next time, be kind, guys, and don't forget, I hope to see you across from the game table.